His giant testicles have compressed his spine. I'm just trying to be that guy. I just want a reputation for myself any way I can.
Yeah, shit bucket dude.
Ooh, is that DMT falling out of my pocket? I hope no one picks it up.
Clap, clap, baby, we're back.
Nice. We are
I think I've said that before.
Clap, clap, baby, we're back.
Yeah, it sounds like a not rhyme that I would repeat.
It's close enough to a rhyme. I feel like if you threw it in a rap song, you could get away with it.
I am a talented rapist.
I've seen you at work, dude. It's inspiring, I would say.
How have you been?
Dude, I've been good. Some heavy partying this weekend, but gotta get those every once in a while.
Before the Delta variant catches up.
Yeah, dude. What's the deal with that? Is that something to be worried about?
Numbers are rising.
Right, yeah.
Sounds like it's primarily unvaxxed people, though.
That's what I've been told, is that the regular vaccines are still highly effective against it, which is good.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you choose to not get vaxxed and just choose to deal with that risk and then you get sick from Delta variant, are we supposed to feel bad? Like, that's your right. You're exercising it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't wish illness upon anyone. It's never fun for people to get sick, but
that's
at
separate
the same
from
point,
throwing pity that way. Like,
right.
I stand by their freedom in all things to make those choices, but you deal with the consequences of them.
Right.
And if you make the choice, no vax for me, isn't the bargain that you're risking a higher likelihood of infection.
Right, yeah, I guess so. So now, maybe I do wish illness upon them.
That'll show them.
But yeah, no, dude, I'm doing good. I got one more week left at this old job that I've had since the founding of the podcast, so that's pretty exciting.
Hey, Jabberoonie, the one that brought Hamza to the cast.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. The one that brought him into all of our lives.
Oh, and how many lives he has touched.
I know. He's touched mine in
Hamza.
several spots, in several ways.
He's also a talented rapist.
Yeah, of his own right, yeah.
Very nice, though. You guys settling into your home together?
Yeah, dude, it's not too bad right now. I mean, like I was saying, it was still very hot a lot of the time, and window-based air conditioners are not always the best, but, you make it one day at a time.
Yeah, it's almost August.
Yeah, the house is pretty chill.
But not temperature-wise.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. Temperature-wise, very far from chill. Other stuff, not related to the house, I broke my bed recently, so that's just something I'm kind of dealing with.
How?
In the most boring way, by just kind of like end of a long day, just kind of falling into it, and then it collapsing beneath me. And
you fat fuck!
I've still been too lazy to fix it, because the foot end of the bed is still structurally sound, so I've just been sleeping on it backwards, basically.
I've got a reclining bed now, too. No worries. Very cool. You plan on replacing that, or just rolling? At
some point, I'll fix it. Hey, I got these next 2 days off, dude, with nothing else to do. Maybe I'll fix my bed.
Have you fixed your couch yet?
So we did fix the couch, and recently it re-broke, so we have to refix it.
You are thriving.
Dude, yeah, furniture is not my forte, apparently. I am no Jesus-esque carpenter.
Yeah, man. I don't think that anyone's got the skills like he does.
I bet his dad was better. I mean, I feel like the carpentry arc in the Bible was not very fully explored.
I know, that was my favorite shit too. Some people call it filler, but those are my favorite episodes.
Yeah, there's a lot of character development that goes on in there. He learns so much on that job, but they kind of just glaze over it, dude. I hope when that anime comes out, they explore that more, with more filler.
Oh, could you imagine how it would go over if they made it? Like, each season was a book of the Bible, and they made like 10, or a couple books, and they made like 10 seasons of an anime.
Right. Dude, it could be sick, honestly. Have you seen that show? I think you might have actually been the one telling me about it first. The Record of Ragnarok on Netflix.
I recently watched a half season or so of it while cooking.
Yeah. I'll be honest, it didn't really grip me. I didn't think it was very good.
Too slow. I don't love
Yeah.
4 episodes per fight.
And also, like, the fact that the whole show is about a fighting tournament. The fighting animation is just not that good, I didn't think.
Too slow, step by step. Sometimes they don't
Yeah.
show it. And I'm like, all right.
But having Adam of Adam and Eve fame fight Zeus, just kind of an interesting concept.
Yeah, no, it is also very interesting in that regard. I
Yeah.
wished better for it. I don't think I'll be going back to it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, good, decent premise. Definitely caught my attention, but the show is, you just don't really care about any of the characters, really.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Except Aphrodite, because who wouldn't?
Oh my, dude, ridiculous. That character design is actually so nutty. If the listeners at home, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, look up Aphrodite from Record of Ragnarok, and you'll see the crazy proportions they gave her.
And she's got those, like, escort statue men on which
Yeah.
she rests.
Rest the breast.
And every reaction is 40% frame her face, 60% frame bouncing breasts.
Yeah.
Every time she, like, responds to something, that's the key animation in the frame.
Yeah. What a wild show. I wonder if that was actually originally Japanese or not.
I wonder, because a lot of the names looked like they were Chinese.
Yeah, maybe. Well,
The
there was
first
Lu
hero?
Bu.
Yeah, Lu Bu.
Lu
That
Bu
might have
fighting
been like a
Thor.
first episode thing. When they were naming characters, though.
Right.
You took Japanese.
Yeah. I did take Japanese.
Was
Well,
that Japanese?
What, Lu Bu?
Well, no. The little name tags that popped up introducing characters. On my version, it was all in Asiatic script.
I honestly, I'd have to go back, as I am an expert, but I just don't really have the picture right now in my mind.
Still too focused on Aphrodite.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, actually, Hamza and I were watching a video recently of this guy who taught himself, like, incredibly fluent Japanese to where, like, people in Japan don't know that he's American when they, like, hear him speak. And he learned a lot of it through, like, watching anime just without subtitles. Like, just fully just trying to immerse himself in hearing the language.
That's
Crazy.
wild.
Yeah.
Imagine
I
having
feel
the
like
kind
all
of...
of my anime time has been wasted. I've been watching it for damn near a decade at this point, and I am not
Don't know
even
jack
close
shit.
to conversational. Yeah.
I mean, it's never too late to make that switch.
That's true, but I also just don't think it's worth it. I don't know. I kind of just like knowing what they're saying the first time and not having to make, like, Anki flashcards for every other sentence.
Don't you bring up that name in this house. I made 550 flashcards over the last week. And I've only studied 120 of them.
Okay. You're making your way through.
Dude, but they cycle back. The whole deal about Anki, which people knew about this for the MCAT to study, people used it for undergrad stuff. I had never heard of this until med school, but it's this 2003-ass outdated looking program that lets you make flashcards. And it's super nice because there's a lot of, like, sort, include, exclude, subdex, a lot of functionality to it, but a lot of the functionality you need to learn and implement on your own. On top of that, their big flashy selling point and why people love it is because they have this interval ratio software. So as you see the card, you get 4 options and you can set the time, but if it's like, again, hard, easy, good,
Yeah.
or something like that, hard, good, easy. So if I press easy, the card shuffles back into the deck and won't come up in my review for another 4 days. If I press hard, it'll get rotated back in 2 hours. So like, and then there's multipliers, so every time you hit a card, the more often you get easy, it extends like 8 days, 10 days, 16 days, so
Right.
that ideally as you learn these concepts, you see them less frequently and waste less of your time.
Yeah.
But what it feels like, especially right now at the beginning where I'm making more cards than I'm studying less often than I should, and stumbling through things I don't know, it feels like an endless treadmill where I see the same goddamn cards every day that I study, and they're not getting farther away.
Right. Dude, that was kind of the problem I had with Duolingo for Japanese, which I've heard multiple times now that at least for Japanese, Duolingo is, like, not really a good way to learn it. But that, yeah, it was just like repetition there was nothing smart about the repetition. Like, it sounds like this is actually designed to train the things that are the hardest.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fair problem. And especially when you're working on another language that uses another alphabet, so much the harder.
Yeah. And the grammatical structure is entirely different than than English.
I live in Texas. I guess I speak American now.
Yeah, true. But yeah, other than that, what else is new? What else is going on with you, buddy?
Med school, pretty much that's it.
Still.
Went to the
That
farmer's
shit's still
market
going
today. Bought a gallon of kombucha, or a half gallon.
Nice.
And some goat cheese. So really, really thriving on the diet.
Really having an exciting life. I see. Dude, I've been fasting for a while now, and it still sucks. It never gets more fun or easier or better or, like, normal. I'm just starving every day until I can finally eat.
It is good for you, though.
That's what I've been told.
It is. I promise.
Yeah, I guess. What's, like... I don't know. My brother is convinced that, like, fasting is literally the cure for cancer. Care to comment?
Cure? No. Because that means that once you have cancer, if you start fasting, you'll fix it.
Right.
Does it help? I actually think probably yes. In some of the ways that it stresses your body, it promotes the killing off of old and shitty cells and the production of new ones. And that is, a decreased risk of cancer if you get rid of those old mutant-y shit ones. So that's good. Constant fed state is also, like, kind of an issue in terms of overproduction of hormones and things. And whenever you are living above the line for homeostasis for really anything, that accumulates into a greater risk of mistakes happening and problems going on. So my guess is that constantly eating all of the time also does increase your risk of cancer. We know that obesity is tied to it. So
yeah.
The cure, no. A method of reducing chances, not prevention, but reduce chances? Yeah, I think so, actually.
But what about once you have the cancer?
It probably is better for you by the same principles than not fasting, but it alone I would not call a suitable or effective treatment for cancer.
What's the longest somebody can, like, fast and not die?
Are you supplementing with vitamins and minerals?
With water.
Just water?
Just water.
I think you can make it a decent number of weeks without looking it up. Maybe like 4, 6 if you're extremely overweight. Maybe 6, 8. A couple months if you're getting minimal calories. But the real issue then becomes that there are secondary and tertiary things that you're not getting. It's not so much a lack of calories, especially if you have excess body weight to burn off, but you don't get the minerals and the electrolytes and the other things that you need, and that accumulates into problems as well. So I know that there was one case, at least, of a man who was obese, and he supplemented correctly and with the guidance of his doctor the vitamins and minerals that he needed, and I think he fasted for like 380 days or something.
That's so... Dude, we should have a challenge on the podcast with weekly check-ins for episodes. Which one of us can fast for longer?
I have no interest in that.
It's good content, dude. So it's gonna
make the
show rocket to the moon.
I guess you win.
Already? You're throwing in the towel like that, dude?
I just had a sip of carbs on camera.
Well, it doesn't need to start right now.
Well, start it now. Fuck. Guess I'm out. No, I'm eating.
Well,
I like eating. I'm not even skipping breakfast right now.
Now we have to establish the winner's prize.
Now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I would have done it beforehand, but you gave up so quickly I didn't have time.
The rights to edit this podcast.
No. Dude, speaking of, I don't know, little bets, or I don't know, whatever.
Did you lose more money to John at Smash?
No. I was at John's house, or his brother's place, yesterday, and we were all just, like, hanging outside, whatever. There's a big slip and slide, spike ball, good time.
Very John.
At one point, we're all just, like, all hanging out on the ground, and there was, like, this little rock patio with a grease spot on it. And there was a bunch of ants congregating and moving around, and then a bunch of them, like, specifically on the grease spot. And so Dylan and I played odds, a 1 out of 2 odds, to see who would have to lick up the ants. And he lost, and without hesitation just did it. I couldn't believe it, dude. Just tongue on stone licking up a bunch of ants.
That is a wild, wild man.
I know. I couldn't
Were you
believe
going
it,
to
dude.
do the same if you had lost?
0% chance, dude. I was so gonna pussy out. I thought the whole thing was a joke the whole time. I didn't think
Little
it was
did
actually
you
real.
fucking know.
Yeah, little
Oh
did
my
I know
God.
Dylan has the biggest balls of anyone I know.
That must be why he's so short. The weight of them just dragged him down against
Yeah.
gravity for all those years.
Yeah, his giant testicles have compressed his spine.
Maybe that's what happened to me.
Uh,
Speaking of which,
meanwhile,
my back
balls
is-
are made of helium, dude.
I get taller when I equip my balls.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of which, spine is doing surprisingly okay, given that I stunted
Nice.
for an hour and 45 minutes Thursday night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
so
dude.
what's the deal with that? Can you join the team, or
Yeah.
can you just like go? Really?
I, out of curiosity, emailed the coach, like, hey, I'm a new medical student. A, does that count me as part of UT enough that I would be eligible to try out? B, if I cheered at UConn, does that reduce my eligibility? C, if my classes conflict with stuff, does that? And they responded like, yes, you're a student. Yes, you can try out. We're not NCAA either, so there's no eligibility issues. Like
Right.
the cheer team itself, their game day as well
Yeah.
as the same way UConn was, no competition. And we work around classes. Those count as excused. So I figured I should at least check it out, see if I'm able to do the
Wow.
things that I need to, see if it fits into the schedule, see if I can get some of that sweet, sweet college swag for free.
Oh, dude, cheer swag was the best. Oh my god.
I'm starting to burn through all of the shirts, shoes, and pants that I got from that time, so I need fresh supplies.
Yeah.
But
So-
yeah, their practices are 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I have Monday, Wednesday class at the same time. So I think I might be doing like one practice a week plus
Yeah.
lifting sessions and games.
So
and that
it sounds
sounds
like you
doable.
didn't really. Did you try out, or did you just kind of show up and they're like, "We'd love to have you"?
Both. There is a
Right.
tryout for male cheerleaders in August, so the actual tryout hasn't yet happened. That's in like 2 or 3 weeks.
Right.
But I went to an open stunt session at like a community gym or tumbling gym where some of the cheerleaders work. So I met like 4 or 5 of the guys and 4 of the girls on the team and just like practiced stunts for an hour and a half and
Oh, nice.
got my chair, fine, shoulder stand, fine, toss hands, fine, toss extension, got it,
Nice.
right? And they all
That's
were
huge.
like, no one ever tries out with any experience. This is great. This is amazing.
Really?
We want you there.
That's really surprising coming out of Texas. I feel like down south, cheerleading is like such a big thing.
Not if you don't compete.
Yeah, right. I guess so.
They have 17 guys on the team.
Wow, that is quite different than the Yukon experience, huh?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it is.
Damn.
But the 4 skills that I need are that shoulder stand, the chair, toss extension, check, and a lib.
Yeah.
So basically I'm going to go to another stunt session or 2 this week, next week, get the lib, and then go to the tryout and nail it, and then talk to the coach about the schedule conflicts.
Oh, dude, that's so cool.
Not a lot of med students cheering for a major college team.
Yeah, seriously. And I bet their football team's actually good, too.
Relative to UConn,
Yeah, right. Low bar, I guess.
I hear shit talk against it, but I'm like, listen, guys, with what I'm used to, like, this is big. Their stadium
Yeah.
holds like 108,000 people.
Yeah, Texas bad and Connecticut bad are 2 very different bads.
Correct. Exactly. But
It's
I think
crazy to me how seriously they take high school football in Texas, too. That shit has, like, giant stadiums as well.
big nuts.
Yeah. Big nuts like Dylan, man.
Almost as.
Hard
But
to
yeah,
believe.
and you want to know what else is fucking awesome if I do join this team? Not only is there free gear, not only will I be going to the football games and I guess basketball games too, but they get a meal plan with 30 swipes a month.
That's
I can go-
wild, bro.
And I'm not certain, but it might be for the athlete dining hall that's in the football stadium.
No shit, dude.
Could you imagine literally the dollar value of 30 free meals a month while I'm living on loans? Between that and the clothing, it might be financially responsible for me to cheer again.
I would say so, yeah. And just give up one night a week to practice and then, I don't know, do a football game every now and then. That's not bad at all.
And cheer practice counts as my workout for the day. It's not like...
For sure.
Dude, let me tell you, I have not been doing dynamic, explosive movements like that in a while. It is 3 days later, and my neck... Literally, my neck, like the front muscles in my neck, all the way down to my calves are fucked still. Like, I was bad yesterday.
Yeah. Whatever. That shit just gets easier with time.
Exactly. That's why I'm doing the stunt sessions, so I'm not crippled when I try out.
Yeah. But the cheerleaders you met, they seem like pretty cool kids. Yeah,
they do, except the one that was like, I guess he recently graduated. I guess he's doing a grad degree or something. He's like, yeah, it's weird how much older I feel than them, and he's 22. I'm like, all right, buddy. Fucking cool. These old bones.
Yeah, it's always so funny when people, even now, I tend not to say that I feel old or anything like that. Like, people who are in their early 20s being like, oh my god, I guess I just better kill myself now.
The age is getting to me.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a wrinkly old hag.
But yeah, so... It went pretty well. My back held up fine. My shoulder held up pretty okay.
Hell yeah, dude.
It'd be sick to have like a college trainer again to work on my problem body, the free meals, a backpack. Like, I think this might be worth it.
Dude, I'm still stunned. The idea, I really don't ever want to go back to college or school for anything, but the idea of joining a sports team and having a meal plan are incredibly enticing.
Quick question. With a new position that you may or may not be accepting at the company that we may or may not have discussed previously, they didn't explicitly offer a pay for degree?
Oh, the one that I'm not taking?
The one that you are taking. Did they offer any potential for that?
I haven't heard anything, so probably not. They're very small. I don't know if they can be shelling out college degrees.
But maybe sometime... Maybe in like 2 years. Because if they do that, third year is when I have my flexible year, my research year. Next year and fourth year I won't be able to. I'll be doing clinical stuff. But I was thinking maximum I could possibly cheer my first and my third year.
Right.
Just saying, if you were to potentially work in Austin and they were potentially to offer you the chance to get another degree and you were to be also technically a UT student and both of us have all of our eligibility and their cheer team doesn't require it, we could potentially be cheerleaders on the same team again at a different college.
I feel like if I had to like explain to my parents, like, oh yeah, guess what? I'm a cheerleader again, and also so is Zane on the same team.
Tell me that shit's not book worthy.
That is funny. That I kind of really like that hypothetical scenario. I'm not gonna lie.
Would you rather?
That would also be nuts too, like being like 27 years old and cheering with like at
19-year-olds,
like 17, 18-year-olds, like throwing them up in the air. Like, oh yeah, I could be your dad.
Basically the J-Man's dream. The one who's currently texting
you. Oh yeah, right. Oh my god.
So, I'm just saying, keep it in mind.
Very much like I don't know. It sounds like I'd be very much an older brother role. Because I feel like at that point, we'd be as old as our cheer coaches were when we were in college.
I'm hoping I'm the same age or like 6 months older than any of the coaches. I would love that. Do you know how fun that would be?
Yeah, that'd be a good time, dude.
It'd be real weird traveling with the team. When a bowl game matters.
Yeah, right. Oh. Dude, that's another thing. If I could join, like, a wrestling practice squad, I don't know if, like, I went to an actual NCAA school, like, with a wrestling program, if I would be in for that level of intensity to, like, try to actually join the team. But joining, like, a wrestling practice squad, that seems like it'd be a lot of fun.
And you definitely have the ability for that.
That's essentially what I was doing, like, after I ran out of eligibility at UConn. When I was just like coaching, I was essentially just a practice squad guy who also showed up to matches and coached.
I don't know, something to think about. I know you're not keen on relocating too soon, but
yeah,
working on it.
What time brings? Yeah, you're working on massaging this one.
Speaking of which, I went like a full 8 days without shaving.
Right.
Just that.
I'm gonna be honest. I think.
Oh, it's not right now. I shaved.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's the whole area I get.
Right.
Not ideal.
Hey man, grow it long and strong, dude.
It's not there yet. I was actually thinking about that today. Should I bring No Shave November to my med school? Make it more inclusive. Like, this is a prostate cancer fundraiser, but anyone can get involved. Your pits, your face, your back, whatever. Don't shave it. Just join my team.
Right.
Yeah. Feels like that kind of advocacy and volunteer work is smiled upon through med school.
I would say so, yeah. I don't know how much hairy pits are generally smiled upon, which is quite frankly just a big problem with the patriarchy that we need to tear down.
That's what I'm working on.
Hairy pitted women out there, dude. Let them know that
Me too.
armpit hair doesn't define them.
That's unshaven.
Oh, really?
For my
Nice
whole
and
life,
blonde.
that's unshaven. Yeah.
Dude,
no.
I've buzzed my armpits down before. It's very annoying having stubbly armpits. Not worth it in the slightest, dude.
You got to wax.
Yeah, honestly. I've shaved a lot of my body before. I've shaved my ass before too. Again,
Hole specifically.
Well, yeah, having a stubbly
Like a
ass
brown
crack
forest
also not
with a-
fun.
A clearing in the middle.
Yeah. No, I slash and burn that shit, dude.
It's Vietnam napalm.
I'm curious to use Nair. I feel like that's an interesting experience.
Don't leave it on too long. You'll get chemical burns.
Yeah, I've heard it's very smelly too.
Where are you going to put it?
Ooh, that's a good question. I mean, I guess my legs, right?
Yeah,
I don't think I'll
where else?
ever shave my arms, but I could see myself shaving my legs once just to see what it's like.
I think you
See how
should.
the other half lives.
The other 40%, 30%.
Yeah,
I don't
we'll
know.
film
How many
it.
shave? Yeah, we can do that live stream also. Waxing
Yeah,
Steve's legs.
absolutely. Yeah, I'll be like a hot tub streamer, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the kind of thing that Austin is great with. Shave your legs, don't shave your pits. This is like a nipple-free city. Like, any gender can just walk around topless.
Isn't that everywhere? Isn't that the case, or no?
I don't believe so.
Oh, so
It was brought up
aggressive.
to me as a point of progress about Austin, so I think it's a specific thing.
I think it's that way in New York as well. I think that anywhere where a man can be shirtless, a woman can also be legally shirtless.
Kind of weird, right? Like, that was a big right fighting thing, but I don't think I've seen anyone take advantage of it since it was won.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure people have, but I also haven't seen them. Yeah.
Even in like news or social media.
Yeah, we need a free the nipple round 2.
Oh, dude, I think you'll be here. Speaking of which, for the Pride Parade in Austin. It's like the first week of August.
Dude, yeah, let's visit. Let's get on a float, dude.
Absolutely. Bring your leathers.
Oh, I have which one, dude? I have so
Remember
many.
the movie Dodgeball when they get the wrong order?
Oh yeah.
Those leathers.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I have actually ones from the movie. I got them on a special auction.
Big Daddy, right?
Yep, exactly. That
I'll wear
I have
my
my
assless
American Horror
chaps.
Story ones.
Oh, the full body latex. You don't want to do
That's
that
more
in
of a gimp
Austin,
suit.
August. Seriously, I went to the farmer's market today. Lovely, again. And there were some people walking around in like black pants and a black shirt. And I am wearing a light tank top and athletic shorts,
Yeah.
sweating bullets. And I don't
Just wearing your
understand
fishnets.
how these people are like wearing platform black combat boots and like, how are you not melting?
Dude, I wonder that so much. I see people like, I don't know, just broad, hot, humid daylight wearing like a hoodie and jeans, and
Makes me feel
it's not
gross.
like all the, and some of these dudes are like, or some of the people who are doing this are like bigger people too. It's not like they're all very, because sometimes there's just very small, petite people who just get cold super easily every time a stiff breeze rolls through, but some of these people are like my size, and I am a horrendous sweater. I can't imagine that it's any better for them.
Yeah, man, it's not something I mean, it's been 5 weeks, 6 weeks, but I have not yet adapted to that.
I don't, dude, I'm going to be honest, I just don't think you will. I think that this is just a cross you're going to have to bear for a few years.
And then people try and console me. They're like, yeah, but it gets like pretty chilly in the winters. All right.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine then.
All right.
Yeah.
We get single digits and they're like, fuck, it's 25.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be okay.
Yeah.
Not worried about that.
Unless it's another snowpocalypse, dude. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a bummer, but my apartment building is immediately adjacent to a fire station, so I think I'll stay on the grid that they keep power flowing to.
Yeah,
which is good
right.
for like the rolling blackouts or whatever. I don't think I'll have to deal with that. And then otherwise, whatever. I'm good with the cold. I always stockpile food like a motherfucker.
Yeah, and you love shitting in the corner in a bucket. So you're like...
I've been doing that anyway.
Yeah, I just do that for fun. I just do that for me, you know.
For mental resilience.
Yeah, and for decoration.
When else are you going to get the chance to chimpanzee Picasso paint someone else?
Yeah, it's a good self-defense. Like, there's a lot of uses for it. Gardening,
I just carry it around. My gallon jug of water in one hand and my 5-gallon jug of feces in the other. Everywhere I go.
Yeah.
At the gym, between equipment, nobody takes my spot.
I'm just trying to be that guy. I just want a reputation for myself anyway I can.
Yeah, shit bucket dude. That's exactly what I was going for the whole time.
Zane shit bucket dude cook.
It really rolls off the tongue.
It kind of does, I'm not going to lie. Sorry, Doctor Dude. First name shit bucket.
It's French, you wouldn't get it.
Yeah.
Chibouquet.
Yeah, you can't make fun of my culture, dude. This was my birth name. My grandfather was a shit bucket, and his father before him, all shit buckets.
I'm actually shit bucket the third, and if you could not insult my lineage, that'd be great.
Shit bucket the turd. Oh, it's late.
High point, there we go. Podcast has peaked. And I don't just mean this episode, like in the 90 episodes we've done, that was the peak.
Yeah, that's the one, dude. That's what's going to launch us. That's what's going to get us on Rogan.
Hoping I bump into him at a barbecue place or jujitsu. Then I can get us on him.
Yeah.
No.
No, you definitely could, dude. For sure. Hey, I'm a cheerleading doctor. That's pretty interesting, right?
Just drop the bait and then walk away. They'll always come back.
Yeah, tease them, dude. And then you play like a little hard to get for a while.
I'll give you my number, but it's a fake number.
Yeah, 1-800-fuck you.
No, seriously, dude. I've had this number since I was like 13.
Yeah, I'm sure you can manipulate good old Joe.
I just have to think outside the lines of testosterone.
Right, exactly.
Catch him from an angle he's not paying attention.
Is that DMT falling out of my pocket? I hope no one picks it up. I just have so much more at home that whatever, I don't even care. Right next to all my elk jerky.
Has anyone ever tested how much Neanderthal they are in this crowd?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, who knows?
I'm still listening, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
It's good.
Maybe you'll see him at one of them comedy clubs, dude.
That'd be pretty swell. I'm hoping to. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to explore. When you get the chance to visit, what do you want to check out? What are we going to do? Food, tacos, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Brisket.
Yeah, barbecue and tacos for dang sure. I mean, I don't really know much about Austin in general. I think that you might have to start right now planning an entire at least a week long itinerary for me.
All right,
homework.
I'm halfway done.
I want it minute by minute, dude. I want to know exactly what I'm going to be doing every minute of the day.
I only break them into chunks of 3 minutes.
20ths of an hour. That does make sense, actually.
It's just so much more satisfying that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that sounds good. We can do that. Spike ball in the big-ass city park with some of my classmates.
Yes, dude. Absolutely.
I need a teammate who can communicate with me. I need to stop teaching. I've given probably 7 or 8 intro to spike ball lessons in the last month and a half.
So wait, you just want to bury your friends in Spikeball?
Oh yeah, just once, because I'm constantly playing with the new person that I'm teaching. So I think
Right.
I've got a losing record among my classmates, and they just need to
Ooh.
know where we stand.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Just
like when I
once.
walk into a room and I'm like playing Smash with people, and there's someone I never played with. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go hard as fuck the first game, and then I can just go random for the rest of the night after I've established
My
presence.
dominance. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Once we've clarified the hierarchy here.
Yeah, then we can all have fun. Then they can
Exactly.
play the game.
Then we'll enjoy ourselves, but not
Yeah.
before.
Dude,
Some lessons
speaking
need to
of
be
Smash,
instilled.
speaking of Smash, last weekend was like the first big Melee tournament that was like not online. Oh my god, I stayed up past my bedtime. I stayed up till like 12:30 streaming it on Twitch. It was the craziest grand finals I've like ever seen.
Tell me about it. Play by play this so everyone enjoys.
Sure, okay, so this is going to be real niche, but I will say the grand finals, it was who in this past year in quarantine have generally been considered the like top 1 and 2 guy who like both made it to grand finals. So that was good to know that the online era of Smash was not totally just BS or whatever. It did seem to like kind of actually carry out. But anyway, so Mango coming up from losers bracket in this double elimination tournament versus Zane, who has been incredibly dominant all the way through winners bracket. And so so Mango has to win 2 back-to-back best of 5 sets to win the tournament, whereas Zane only has to win 1 of them because he's coming from winners. And yeah, Mango early on in the first set goes down 2-0, so he has to like run back 3 wins in a row, and he did it on Final Destination, which like everyone says is just a free stage for Zane. He had to win 2 back-to-back games on Final Destination as Fox against Zane's like godly Marth that never loses on Final Destination to like reset the bracket, go into like another best of 5 set. And then it gets down to, again, game 5, last stock, both of them at 0%. And then Mango just, like, squeaks it out for, like, a $50,000 prize pool, dude. It was insane. I don't know. Just, I don't want to get too bogged down in an actual play-by-play, but, yeah, just an unprecedented, like, run for a grand finals. It was sick.
As a fellow Zane, that hurts.
Yeah. Dude, you could tell, like, right afterwards, Zane looked sick, like, to his stomach. Like, he was so clearly just like stressed and in disbelief when he like lost that last game. Like, he was kind of slouching his chair, like mouth agape, I don't know, looking absolutely ill.
Pressure got to him.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. It looked like he kind of cracked, dude.
He's not
Whereas,
one
like,
of the 5
Mango's
Smash
been doing
gods,
this shit
right?
for like 15 years.
Exactly.
Zane is not. No, Zane's newer.
That's what I was checking.
Yeah, he came up kind of towards the end of the era of the gods, I would say. But Mango's one of the gods. There's really only 2 of them left. And the other one in the tournament got 3rd, so I mean they're still super relevant for sure.
That's crazy how long a career that has been.
Dude, honestly nuts. And like there's videos of like Mango at tournaments when he was like fucking 15 years old. Like, this is all he's done in his life.
The epitome of transferable job skills.
Yeah, exactly. He's got a great stream though. He's a funny ass dude.
That's a good thing, because without diversification of some income, I would be worried for him.
Yeah.
That only lasts to
Oh
a
my
point.
god. Yeah.
Oh my Smash God.
Yeah. I can't imagine being that good at a video game, dude. That's crazy.
That is truly nuts. I played 1 round
And
of Beat Saber this week. It was cool.
Oh, dude, I've underutilized my VR for sure.
We can get in and play some co-op games at some point.
Yeah, very true. Oh, geez, my light just turned off. Bad
Yeah,
production quality. Quick, vamp while I turn it back on.
Vamp? What does that mean?
Yeah.
Suck your blood?
It means improvise.
What is this Gen Z millennial slang?
Vamp is not Gen Z. I'd be very surprised if most Gen Zers knew the word vamp.
I'd be surprised.
I think
if
that's like an
anyone
older
did.
person thing. I think that's more of a boomer thing. No way, dude.
I haven't heard it
gotta look
before.
up. Really?
Correct.
You don't get out much, dude. I'm sorry to say it. I'm sorry to tell you that for you to find out this way, but
Hey,
you need
I went
get
to
your
a
shit
dog
together and
park
learn
today.
about vamping. Yeah, and I bet you didn't even vamp there. Okay, it's a jazz term. Let me see this.
Oh.
In jazz and popular music, a short, simple introductory Oh wait, no, that's not what I want.
Oh, you idiot.
No
what?
way. The upper front part of a boot or shoe? No way.
Steve's an idiot, folks. I'm sorry. We strung you along this long thinking he had something to contribute.
What does it mean? What does vamp mean in slang? What? No, I'm not wrong on this. This is definitely a word.
Sure sounds like you're wrong
stalling.
on this.
To vamp means to stall. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. And
kind of a octagonal peg in a round hole, don't you think?
no, definitely not. I was saying like, oh, I got to figure out my lights. Stall for me, quick, vamp.
That's different from do improv.
Well, yeah, you just like you think of something on the spot. That's what is stalling if not improv with a specific goal.
I think there's a lot of stalling that isn't improv. I think there's a lot of very much planned stalling that exists. I think stalling is much broader.
Yeah. Maybe. Very true.
You
but
might be able to ram the octagonal peg through the round hole.
But I was asking you to stall by doing improv.
But it's not the same shape.
Well,
if you had said quick stall, I guess. But like,
right.
I don't think that's what you intended.
That's exactly what I intended, essentially. And
I'll
have
you're
you
qualifying
know, I don't like
your
you trying to
exactly.
read my mind.
I don't know that we can trust him, folks. I think you're going to have to take everything he said so far in the history of this podcast and just believe the reverse of it.
Everything?
All of it, yeah.
What have I
You probably
said
don't even
that
want
was-
5 penises, dude.
No, you fucking take that back, dude. Honestly, how dare you?
I'll take it back just like I've revoked your 5 penises.
No way. Ugh.
You're stuck with none now, dude. Where are you going to put that?
Nowhere, I guess.
You're goddamn right. I still love asking that question to people, I'll be honest.
Yeah, it's a good little creative exercise because you get something different. Well, what you get a lot is, can I stick them all end to end? A surprisingly large proportion of the people we've asked have offered that solution.
Aside from one in the regular place, that's probably the most common response we've gotten.
Right. But I'm saying the whole configuration, they've gotten pretty creative.
This episode's going up after what will be this week's, which was last week's for this episode, but it's happening tomorrow from today when we record this episode, if you follow that. So I can reference a clip from this next tomorrow's week's episode because it will have had already happened when this happens.
Right.
Good. You're still with me?
Yeah.
There is a fantastic line, and now we'll be reminiscing with all of the regular listeners. When I asked Dylan, after he says, well, yeah, 5, where would you put them? He goes, hopefully in 5 tens, dude. I'm like, excellent
That's
answer.
awesome.
Not the question,
Yeah.
best answer, but
Goddamn.
not what I meant.
Yeah. Where would you put them? Hopefully in 5. Wow.
I
I'm
know.
excited to listen to that episode, dude.
It's actually a pretty good one. I was worried about some of the things that I said, but I think I qualified it and explained my position closely enough. The sketchiest was talking around police laws and firearm laws, which both in the appropriate circumstances, Dylan and I confirmed out loud we're not particularly educated on and should not be considered experts of. And the other thing was saying that with, as examples, Trump and Alex Jones, you have to be able to listen to what they say so you can refute the things that are horseshit or damaging or dumb or wrong. If you say everything ever espoused, done, or thought by this person is the wrong thing, then you're also being an intolerant person and not a very smart one. I think that you are more, what's the word? I don't know, more capable of speaking on the relative value of what someone is adding to the discourse if you've actually listened to what someone is adding to the discourse. If you can recognize the things that are neutral or fine or good that a person has done or said, then I think that you are just more, I don't know, more able to speak on what is not true or fine or whatever.
Okay.
And I stand by that. It's spicy examples that I chose, but Jones has been right on some things. For example, he comes out screaming, they're turning the frogs gay. And then years later, we get environmental ecological studies that are showing that, not exactly, but chemical runoff from a bunch of manufacturing plants are causing these weird, like, hermaphroditic changes in frog populations that are causing them to not be able to reproduce. So, like, he wasn't right, but he was in the direction of it. And I think that considering how fringe he is and how much crazy spouting he does, he gets a decent amount right. Now, by having recognized that he's not always wrong and doesn't necessarily have damage in mind when he says the things he says, I feel a little more ethically able to say the shit he spouted off about Sandy Hook was atrocious and stupid and wrong to say. I don't know. It's a give and take. I think that you miss a big part of the picture if you ever brush a person off entirely. And that just like our justice system is supposedly formed on the basis of a fair trial, just as people have their say, you should have to hear their say to judge their say.
Right, right. And it actually means something when you are willing to, I don't know, look at what they're saying charitably and be able to acknowledge when they're right. It means more when you're saying that something's wrong rather than a blanket statement of that they're always wrong.
Exactly. And I feel that way for everyone. There are people on both extremes of the political spectrum that I don't think are good people. You should still hear them, try to give benefit of the doubt, and then on the things that are grossly out of line or negligent or damaging or hurtful or whatever, call their shit.
Hell yeah, dude.
So I stand by that, and the editing or the episode is going up pretty much in its entirety, although I will say I was worried for a little while after we recorded it.
Really? Oh, man. Okay, I'm excited, dude. At this point, the fans will have already heard it, but...
Or if not, they should go back and check it out, because it was a different episode. Thoughtful guy, Dylan. He came with a notepad with a bunch of ideas, quotes, and references he wanted to get to, which is more than
much
anyone.
More professional than us,
Yeah. More than us, more than any other guest we've had. You losers.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Speaking of which, is John becoming a staple anchor for the fellas? Is he going to start editing? Should we have him on again soon?
I mean, I think we should definitely have him on again. I don't know if we need to make him edit. I feel like he's already doing us a favor by filling in sometimes.
Fair enough. It's just, does he want the credit of edit?
Right. The edit credit.
To be a fella on the end.
Right.
It's an option. It'd probably be most up to you to teach him, but if we're...
right.
If 1 to 2 or whatever we're editing is still kind of making pace for you and you're able to shoulder the burden of me sucking, then I think we're okay.
Yeah, it hasn't been too bad thus far.
We're on top of it. Right now, we're 8 days ahead.
I can't believe it, dude. We are crushing it right now.
Look at that. Yeah, and then we'll do a marathon when you come here. Maybe have a whole bunch of things, too. We'll do, like, some 30 minutes, some 45, some hours.
Yeah, some 2
minutes. Pick specific topics. Pick some would-you-rathers. Bring it back to our base. Find our fans.
Yeah, dude. What really built us up to where we are today.
Couldn't have done it without all of you at home. Thanks for your continued support.
Well, I'm just saying we couldn't have done it without r/would you rather.
Also, big thanks.
Yeah, our biggest patron.
Have you been...
And also, Xi Jinping, our one patron on Patreon.
Actual donor, actual father of the podcast, great national hero.
Exactly. I salute thee.
Glorious leader.
That's the one.
I also have been responsible for educating 2-3 of my classmates so far on some of the fuck shit China's government is doing. They're like, I did not know.
They weren't aware?
Yeah, kinda.
Right.
Both in terms of the Uyghur thing, the WHO interview where that reporter asked, like, oh, so can we talk about Taiwan's response? And the WHO guy's like, oh, sorry, you cut out. What?
Oh, right, yeah.
She asks again, and he hangs up. She calls back, asks again, and goes, I think China's doing a great job. Let's move on. It's like, oh, well,
brutal,
John
dude.
Cena.
Yeah.
Breaking my
Cutting
fucking
Finn
heart.
out of the Star Wars posters.
Yeah, man. It's... Also, I only recently found out, I forget what YouTube video, I think it was Ordinary Things. He did one on the Great Firewall of China.
Yes, I watched that.
Great. But I only recently realized that the reason so many of these like woke LGBT moments in movies feel so inorganic, like in the new Star Wars where hooray, they succeeded, and then out of nowhere, with no character development, no idea who they are, you see two of the rebel pilots that are both female kiss, and it's like, Disney is supportive.
Yeah,
The reason
they're
that those
allies.
are exactly the reason those are so discordant and stick out is because they can be edited afterwards for regional releases without impacting the plot at all. It's literally just kowtowing to what the Western audience wants to see and then cutting it out and selling it to less tolerant nations.
God
The reason
damn.
that scene is such an odd man out scene is because the version that was released in China can't and didn't have it. So they're
Dude,
making
I was thinking of I was thinking
shittier
about those
product.
I was thinking about that new trilogy of Star Wars movies recently, and I kind of have come to the decision that I don't really like any of them.
They're not great.
And also that I think The Last Jedi, I might have given it more shit than I should have at the time. Not like it's a great movie or anything, but I think we might have talked about this before where, god damn it, if they weren't at least trying something different.
Yeah. Honestly, they kind of blend together for me. They're not
Yeah.
distinct.
Right, yeah.
The one thing I will still sing the praises of is that scene between Rey and Ren where they're half in his place, half in hers, and it's like shifting back and forth. You get a
Yeah.
rotating that was incredible cinematography.
That was really cool.
Great.
That was really cool.
That one
Agreed.
scene stood out to me as like, this is a gem.
Yeah. But yeah, otherwise, they are just rehashings of old... They're very safe movies.
Very safe, very clearly formulaic. Like, these are the things
Yeah.
people want. These are the things people don't want.
Well, what pissed me off in the last one was, like, every time they tried to make something, like, have stakes and be emotional, they immediately undercut it. Like, oh no, Chewbacca's dead, just kidding. Oh no, C-3PO lost all his memories, just kidding. Like, they just keep doing these things where, like, big things are supposed to be happening, and then they have no room to breathe. They're just like, oh no, literally the next scene, it's just, no, we were just pulling your leg, everything's actually fine.
That might have
These
bled
heroes
into
don't have to sacrifice anything.
that might have bled into my implicit understanding of the movie because when, spoiler alert, Daddy Solo died, I was
Right.
waiting for him to come back in some form. Like, I was like, this isn't real.
Yeah,
This didn't
no
feel
way.
real until the end of the trilogy. I'm like, shit, I guess he died.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, I mean, Palpatine's back. Why not Solo?
Yeah, so dumb. So fucking stupid.
I was unimpressed, but it was very fun to laugh at with you and Chestnut.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like we did the same thing when you and I watched, when we went to see Last Jedi in theaters. I feel like we were just, like, kind of laughing at it the whole time.
Debrief and chuckle. Yup.
Yeah.
Wasn't there... Which movie was it? It was the one we saw with Chestnut where there was a horse stampede scene on the wing of a battle.
The Rise of Skywalker, yeah.
You're like, you're really horsing the ship, jumping the shark, whatever it is.
Yeah.
This one's for the horse girls. This scene's for... They're like really
This
hitting every
movie's got a little something
demographic.
for everybody.
Better than a presidential election.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, man.
For
It's
whatever that's worth.
it's weak filmmaking for sure.
Right.
I was
Yeah,
unimpressed.
At least we have The Mandalorian.
True. When is that coming back?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Have you kept up with Dave?
Yes, I have been watching Dave, dude.
Has it gotten any better?
I still don't like it as much as the first season. There is more rapping, though, which is cool,
That's
than
nice.
there was in the first season. Yeah, I like the rapping parts. But yeah, some very weird shit. Have you been watching it at all or no?
Just the first 2 episodes.
Okay. Yeah, it's you gotta watch that third episode, dude. I think
Okay.
it's the third one. I think that's the one that me and John were talking about, where just like the opening between Dave and Benny Blanco is
Is that with...
homoerotic to say the least.
Oh, right. I have not seen that part. I saw the opening or
Okay.
the scene where he's like in the pool with Kendall Jenner
Yeah, Jenner. Yeah,
and a bunch of others.
Yeah, it was Kendall
kinda
Jenner,
hits on him.
Haley Baldwin, and then some other girl.
Is Haley
Yeah.
Baldwin the Bieber one?
Yes.
Hey, look at me.
Noah actually went to school with her.
Oh shit.
Yeah, funny enough.
They. touch peepees?
No, I don't. I don't think that Noah and Justin Bieber are Eskimo bros.
That would have been really awesome.
That'd be something to brag about, dude, for sure.
We would have heard about it too.
Oh yeah, by now, absolutely.
Throwback. Do you remember? It's not all Sig F's in Sig F. There's some frat boys that we knew. Do you remember? First names only aren't doxing, right?
Sure.
Nico.
We could always bleep it if we need to. No, I don't think so.
Tall, like 6'5", blonde guy. He
Mhm.
broke in the leather couch, like the first week it was there, in the common area, and he is Eskimo Brothers with Gronk. And
Oh, no way.
an interesting fella.
Yeah.
An interesting fella.
Dude, banging on leather doesn't seem like the most fun, but
It
it's
seems
better
awful.
than not having sex, I guess.
Honestly, have you ever had a donut?
Pretty damn close.
I mean, a donut off of a leather couch. I'm just
Oh.
trying to draw an analogy.
Right. In that case, no.
It's great.
Oh, okay, I'll have to try it sometime.
Oh, God. Sticking to leather, sticking to anything kind of sucks. But, as
Yeah.
I've said several times, singing the praises of Texas AC, my apartment is on 69 nice degrees all the time. Never gets warmer. Insulation is great here. And
Hell yeah.
my electric bill is running about $50 a month.
Wow, not bad.
I know.
I can't wait to feel it.
I'm conservative about lights, but not AC.
Very liberal.
Oh, the most. I vote left
Yeah.
just for the air conditioning.
I'm woke as fuck when it comes to air conditioning, dude.
Air conditioning is honestly colonization.
Yeah, it is right.
Look
There
into it,
was
dude.
actually a thing. There was like an article written saying that air conditioners were racist. No, sexist.
Wait.
Hold on, I'll do a quick Google.
Can
Let me
you
see this.
summarize the key points of this?
Yeah, let me see. Sexist air conditioners.
Oh no, I typed sexy air conditioners.
Why office air conditioning is sexist? Oh, it's a YouTube video. That's
Wait.
right.
Is this, I might have heard something about this. Is this because it's set to usually cold because the business expected wear for men is like suits and it's tailored generally for their comfort more than women who wear less as office wear or something?
It may have been. Here we go. This is actually an article in Time magazine. This isn't like BuzzFeed or something. Women's body temperature tends to be naturally lower than is men's, and the standard office temperature, determined in the 1960s by men, has
Does it say
remained
duh?
antiquated. Yes, by men.
This author has no implicit biases.
Has remained antiquated even as other areas of the workplace have come around to the idea that men and women deserve things in equal measure. And then there's a link to an article that is obviously not everything. In fairness, of course, hashtag not all men are warmer than every female colleague. But yeah, basically saying that women can't handle or are less comfortable in cooler environments than men are.
And that it's
But the
sexist
standard,
to keep...
yeah, to keep whatever the standard temperature is.
Listen, between half the office having to put on a sweater or half the office reeking of pit sweat, choose your poison. Like, wouldn't you rather have it be on the slightly low side? Anyone I ask this question to?
Dude, this article is ridiculous. It is comparing people who don't think this is real to flat earthers.
Wow.
Some people believe racism is overblown because they don't experience it personally. People used to insist that the earth is flat because, it seems flat enough when you walk around on it. What does that have to do with any of this sexist air conditioning? This is ridiculous.
They didn't even compare the same woke metric.
Yeah. I
That's
I don't know,
wild.
dude. The
Runner
title
up.
of this article for everyone at home is, It's August. It's 2016. Let's just acknowledge the office AC issue. So,
It was
yeah.
really present on everyone's minds.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad that we could bring awareness to such a big issue in today's society.
Another literature highlight, which I guess, honestly, might be a good recurring section if we each bring like 2 or 3
Yeah, ridiculous articles.
Yeah, honestly, that would be great.
Not
Try to
bad.
limit it to no more than one Onion article.
Yeah.
What a game it would be. Oh, if I had the time to set up another, like, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? It's going to be pick the Onion article title out from... But a recent article that I found while studying very intently was from the Iran National Academy of Sciences or something like that from, I want to say 2014, and it was about all of the evil involved in masturbation. And it was great. It included such gems as boys crave orgasm more than girls.
Right.
Naturally, one of the ways to prevent these sinful habits is to take cold showers or baths.
Right. Conventional wisdom.
Yeah, right. And it was diagnosed as like a mental disorder, masturbating. Clearly just sterling peer-reviewed science.
Right.
Top to bottom. Honestly, give me 1 sec. Now you can vamp while I pull this up because...
Oh, sorry, it's not a real word, so I don't know what the hell you're talking about. And
I'm just trying to speak
figure it out.
Your language. I really hope that the NSA is not still looking after my computer because the things I'm Googling.
What are you Googling?
Iran masturbating research article. I can't find it there.
It's not a phase.
I definitely sent it to a classmate of mine over Slack. Let me pull up Slack. Have you used Slack, or are you a Teams guy? What's up?
I'm a Skype guy, and the next company is a Teams guy.
Okay.
Yeah. So no, I've never Slacked before.
Oh, okay. That didn't turn up.
Are you sure this article's real and you didn't just dream about it?
This is all I dream about.
Iranian masturbation. Sorry, Iranian masturbation.
All right. I decided to just search by HTTP, figuring that would bring up all of the links that have been shared. This first one is immediate care of the preterm infant. That's
pretty close, but not quite there.
Oh, that's not it either. Wait. I need to know.
It's not like in your history?
I've been doing so much Google. For one of our classes, we have to basically search research articles to answer all the questions and then bring those as quotable points of discussion. So there's a lot in my research history.
Right.
Yeah, I need to find this because it's something, man. It's something else. Corticosteroids, that's not it. Oh. No. I want this. I want this for us.
The people need to know. We need to.
What else could I search for? What else would www?
I don't know, dude. Let me see. Iranian masturbation.
Yeah, let's both search.
Wait a sec. This actually.
Did you just search that?
Yeah, just Iranian masturbation. That's bad.
Images, videos.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. It's. All right, I'm not going to keep searching for it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, it was some very stringent science, let's just say.
Right.
And different standards of research, I think. Their methods might have been different. But anyway.
Yeah, what was the methodological problems? I guess maybe we can unpack that on the next episode.
I think it was more implicit biases, to use a buzzword, that the researchers were bringing in, such as masturbation is evil, bad for you, bad for your mental health, leads to depression and suicide, and is caused by like a lack of homework and things like that.
A lack of homework.
Yeah, that was the type of conclusions that were drawn from it. But also, for all of the feminists out there, don't forget, the official stance of the Iranian College of Medicine, or whatever journal this was, is that women don't care about orgasm as much as men. So if there's one thing we can learn from this fine scholarship,
right? Yeah,
I think that's the lesson to take home.
Yeah, you can't really fault the scientific method, dude.
Do you have any articles that you think would be worth the fellas discussing? Is it preferably not deliberate parody, but more an accidental parody? Send them on over to acoupleoffellas@gmail.com or to either of our personal emails if you're in those DMs.
Yeah, or you can text Zane. I'll be putting his number on the screen right now. So he loves it.
Shit, dude, stop. All right, well, thanks for listening to
A Couple of Fellas.